Hello, everybody. This is Juan Martinez from Joya, Nicaragua, coming to you from Nicaragua in Central America. I'm the executive president at Joya de Nicaragua, the oldest cigar factory in the country. And it's a pleasure to be enjoying a tea break with you today. Um, Definitely flying. Definitely flying. It's been a constant in my dreams since early childhood, and being able to move around freely like a bird. It's one of my biggest aspirations. Actually, I aspire to be either a pilot or some sort of flying profession. Unfortunately, didn't come out that way, but here I am. When I'm driving alone, half of the time I'm blank. I'm just in the zone. Half of the time I'm thinking about what's coming up in the next days, weeks, or months. I generally don't think about what is today, but what's coming in the future. So that's a good moment to get a little bit of inspiration. The best driving alone is from Managua to Esteli. So I live in Managua, I work in Esteli. So when I drive up there, it's about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending on the traffic. So that's a good moment to go thinking. If you're listening to a great audiobook, that's also a great distraction. I would have to say the mango. So there are quite a few varieties of mangoes for us here in Central America. So you have the sweet mangoes, the bitter mangoes, the acid mangoes. So you can have mango any time of the day, and it plays out beautifully with some any drink that you have. You can have it for lunch as a salad, mango salad, and you can. My One of my fondest memories of childhood is always having a sliced mango with salt and vinegar around, and that would be the favorite snack. You know, I have an interesting type of person that I've met, and I would say a cigar smoker is actually, and I don't want to sound trivial for our case here, but the cigar smoker is actually one of the most interesting characters I've met in general. When you go to events, and the time I visited the UK, I met a lot of interesting people in the trade and in cigar lounges, in cigar clubs. There's always an interesting story, a fun story, an engaging experience coming out of a cigar smoker's mouth. So I would say a cigar smoker is probably the most interesting person I've met. At the top of my head, uh, I would say probably I'm a very shy person actually, and it comes from my school years. I remember playing football and falling down during a game in public in a way that it just I scrub all the front of my body out of in the terrain because the football fields here are not beautifully grassy. They used to be like dirt and rock and everything. So I remember getting all my face in the middle of the game. So that would be a very embarrassing situation, even though it was a sports setting, and that got ingrained in my brain. So I tend to be very shy in public, not to fall, not to make ridiculous of myself. I would probably invite the. I don't want to lean ideological to sound, but I would probably invite Barack Obama, just because I enjoy his 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 storytelling. I would also invite probably Fidel Castro, just because he's also a great storyteller, and he could spend so much time speaking about um, whatever topic he came up. And the last person I would invite. Hmm. Let me see who would fit in that table too. So I have Barack, I have Fidel, and I would have maybe some right-wing economist like Adam Smith or something like that, old school guy coming to see to contrast all those divisions. So those would be my three guys. I'm an economist from training, so I'll probably find that out from my from my choosing. So Barack Obama, Fidel Castro, and Adam Smith. Um, I actually thought about that a lot with my dog, my daughter's dog. Actually, her name is Chicalinda, which is like a cute girl. My oldest daughter put the name, and she's quite smart. And I'm surprised the way she deals with her sisters, her human sisters. She would be really smart. She picks up everything. She understands everything. So it would be, I would say she would be Chicalinda, the smartest animal to talk. When I screw up and nobody knew it was me. Uh Funny story. Now my wife knows the story. Huh? When I was, yeah, I'll tell that story. She knows this story. My daughter knows this story. It's when I was little, I loved to play with fire, and I would burn things. And once I burned a handkerchief and threw it to the neighbor's house, and the house started getting on fire. And I just run. I never told anybody. The fire people came and they took out the fire, but I just never told anybody. About 20 years later, probably. The most famous person in my phone book. Oh, that shows how little connected I am because I really don't have any. No, I do have a couple. I have her name is Alida Boer. She's a very successful fashion designer from Guatemala, but she lives in New York, and she's a good friend. And she was Miss Guatemala, and she was on the Miss Universe pageant. She's very good, gone very high up in the fashion world. So I would say that. And I also have on my phone a guy who is the founder of a company called Beyond Meat. So he invented basically the vegan substitute to meat, and he went public. His company went public in, I think, 2 years ago, and he's been one of the most successful IPOs in modern history. So that guy is a great. He's actually one of the most interesting guys I've met. So maybe I could put him also back in the table with our people. So he's quite uh, I don't know if famous, but quite well known. So I have the two of them. What do you say? A goat? Why?
Because they're black.
What?
Because they're no, I don't know.
I think a goat too. She could be fluffy and she could work as a pillow, maybe. The bird would be flying around and hitting the windows and scratching all and singing, and that would be annoying. The goat, I don't know, she probably won't be disturbing too much. Oh no, but the goat, no, that's a sheep. No, I'm confused with the sheep. No, so no, I think I would go with the bird, to be honest. The yeah.
Anyway, we have birds.
Yeah, we have birds. So we know birds here. We will go with the bird.